If you find out the ratio for direct wages, it is 6:4:6:3:3, totally 23. So what is the service department total we have? It is 12,436. So we are supposed to distribute this 12,436 among other departments. How we are supposed to distribute the expenses of service department 1 and service department 2 among other departments? It is based upon the ratios given in the problem. Hello everyone, I am Arun Kumar, lecturer in Department of Commerce and Management, Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence, MYSURU. Dear students, welcome to this new session on unit number 4, that is overheads, and session 3. So dear students, in the earlier session we discussed about what is overheads and what are the types of overheads we have, and also we solved a few problems with respect to computation of overheads, that is computation of primary distribution. So in this particular session, dear students, we are going to solve the problem with respect to primary distribution as well as secondary distribution. So this is how the problem goes. Modern Company Limited has 3 production departments and 2 service departments, the details of which are as under. So which are those departments? So here you can see department P1, P2, P3 and S1, S2. So we have totally 3 production departments, that is P1, P2, P3 and 2 service departments, that is S1 and S2. So direct wages, value of machine, HP of machine, lighting points and floor space, it is given. So direct wages is how much? 3,000, 2,000, 3,000, 1,500, 2,000. So this information is given. HP is given, lighting points is given. So why this information is useful for us? This information will be useful for us to find out the ratios, right? To find out the ratios, this information is very much important. And what is required next? Next is the following additional informations are obtained from its records. So rent and taxes, how much? Rent and rates is 50,000. Rent and rates is how much? 50,000. So this is an expenditure. Next, general lighting. This is 6,000 rupees. Indirect wages 2,300. Power rupees 15,000. And depreciation on machine 6,800. So the expenses of services departments are allocated are under. So the expenses of the service department are allocated as under. So how they are distributing the expenses of service department? So service department 1 expenditure is divided into different departments based on 20%, 30%, 40% and 10%. And service department 2 expenses will be distributed among other department in the ratio of 40%, 20%, 30%, 10%. So by using this information, we are supposed to prepare the primary and secondary distribution statement, redistribute the service department scores to the production department by using repeated distribution method. That means until we are going to get 0 with respect to service departments, we are supposed to redistribute the expenditure which is relevant to service department. So I'll explain how to do it. So first we solve the problem under primary distribution. To solve the problem, first what we are supposed to do? We are supposed to find out the ratios, right? We are supposed to find out the ratios. So direct wages, value of machine, HP of machine, lighting points, floor space, everything is given. So by using this information, we are supposed to find out the ratio. So if you find out the ratio for direct wages, it is 6:4:6:3:3, totally 23. Next, value of machine, it is 12:16:20:1:1, totally will get 50. Next, HP of machine, hours power of machine, the ratio will get is 6:3:5:1, totally 15. Lighting points, the ratio is 2:3:4:2:1, totally 12. Next is floor space, the ratio is 4:5:6:4:1, totally 20. So now we got to the ratio. Now distribute. Start with the primary distribution. Now distribute the expenses among the different departments. The expenses among the different departments. So rent and rates is given, right? Rent and rates is given. So what is the total expenditure of rent and rates? It is 50,000. So rent and rates, it is based on the floor area, right? We are going to distribute the expenses based on the floor area. What is the number of square feet? What is the square feet of area used by the different department? Based on that we distribute. So according to the floor space, what is the ratio we have? 4:5:6:4:1. So we'll be distributing this 50,000 based on this ratio. So first for production department 1, 50,000 into the ratio 4. The total you will get is 20. So 50,000 into 4 divided by 20, you will get 10,000. Next for production department 2, it is 12,500. Next production department 3, it is 15,000. Production service department 1, 1,000. Service department 2, it is 2,500. Next, general lighting. So how you distribute the expenditure with respect to lighting? Based upon the lighting points, right? Based upon the lighting points. So what is the ratio we have? 2:3:4:2:1. And what is the total expenditure? That is general lighting, 6,000. So now total is 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 4, 9, 9 plus 2, 11 plus 1, 12. So 6,000 into 2 divided by 12, how much you will get? 1,000 for production department 1. Next, production department 2, 3 divided by 12, you will get 1,500. Likewise, for production department 3, it is 2,000. Service department 1, 1,000. Service department 2, 500. Next one is indirect wages. So on what basis you distribute indirect wages expenses? On the basis of direct wages. So what is the ratio? 6:4:6:3:4. So what is the total indirect wages? 2,300. So 2,300 is the indirect wages. So now you distribute among the different departments. So for production department 1, 600. For production department 2, 400. Again for production department 3, 600. Next 300, 400. Next, power. So how you distribute power? You distribute the power on basis of HP of machine. So based on that, we already find out the ratio. 6:3:5:1:0. That is, for service department 2, no power is used. So total expenditure is 15,000. Total expenditure is how much? 15,000. So if you distribute among the departments, so here 6,000, 3,000, 5,000, 1,000, nil. Nil because no power is used. Floor space. Next, floor space, value of machine. So floor space is based upon the value of the machine. So 12:16:20:1:1. So totally 6,800 is the expenditure. So if you distribute among different departments, so department 1 you will get, that is production department 1, you will get 1,632. Production department 2, 2,176. Next 2,720. Next 136 and 136. So after distributing all the expenses by using the ratios, what you are supposed to do? You are supposed to total expenses. So what is the total expenses you have here? It is 80,100. Next, with respect to production department 1, what is the total expenses? It is 19,232. With respect to production department 2, what is the total expenses? It is 19,576. With respect to production department 3, it is 25,320. With respect to service department 1, it is 12,436. And service department 2, it is 3,536. So now what we are supposed to do? We are completed with our primary distribution. So now what we are supposed to do? Now we are supposed to distribute on secondary distribution basis. So how to distribute? So we distribute by using this expenses with respect to all other departments. So I will explain you how to solve it. So this is the secondary distribution summary. So that is repeated distribution method. So because until you get 0 in service department 1 and service department 2, you're supposed to reissue it. So what is the format? The format is very simple. Expenses total, that is total expenses, production department, service department. So in secondary distribution, first you are supposed to write the expenses as per primary distribution. That means what is the total expenses you have as per the primary distribution. So if you look into the primary distribution, the total expenses you can see here 80,100 and department 1, department 2, department 3, again service department 1, service department 2. This expenditure first you are supposed to write. So according to that I have written it, right? 80,100 is the total expenses as per primary distribution. Next, in production department, so production department 1, what is the total? It is 19,232 as per the primary distribution, and production department 2, it is 19,576, production department 3, it is 25,320, and service department 1, 12,436, service department 2, 3,536. So by using this, we are supposed to solve the problem under secondary distribution. So what they have given in the problem, they have given that service department 1 and service department 2 expenses will be distributed among other departments. So first we will distribute the service department 1 expenses among other departments. The ratio is also already given in the question. Yes, you can see in the question, the ratio is 20, 30, 40 and 10. So what is the ratio? 20, 30, 40 and 10. The ratio is 20, 30, 40 and 10%. And with respect to, this is with respect to S1. So S2, how they distributed S2? S2 is distributed in the ratio of 40, 20, 30, 10 and nil. 40, 20, 30, 10. 40, 30, 20 and 10, here nil. This is S2. Once more you can see, S1 is distributed in the ratio of 20, 30, 40 and 10, and here S2 service department to 40, 20, 30, 10. 40, 20, 30, 10. So here it's not 30, it's 20. 20 and here it is 30. 40, 20, 30 and 10 in S2. So how to distribute this? So first we go with S1. So what is the service department total we have? It is 12,436. So we are supposed to distribute this 12,436 among other departments. So how to distribute? Based on the percentage. So for production department 1, compute 20% on 12,436. You will get 2,487. How much you will get? 2,487. Next, in this 12,436, give 30%. You will get 3,731. Next, again from this 12,436, give 40%. You will get 4,974. Here, you are distributing to other departments. So, here it will be minus value. No expenses is distributed because you are distributing this 12,000 among other departments. So that is why here it is nil. And give 10% of this 12,436 to service department 2. How much you will get? You will get 1,244. You distributed. So now total this 19,232 plus 2,487. How much you will get? You will get 21,719. Next, 19,576 plus 3,731, you will get 23,307. Again, total these two, you will get 30,294. Here, 12,436 minus 12,436, you will get nil. Correct? Because you distributed this amount to other departments. So, here in this column, you will get nil. Next, these two total comes to 4,780. Next, distribute S2 service department 2 expenditure with respect to other departments. Okay. So what is the total we have? Plus 3,536 plus 1,244. Total you will get how much? 4,780. 4,780. So now distribute this 4,780 among other departments. Okay, among other departments. So 4,780, what is the ratio according to service department to? 40, 30, 20 and 10. 40, 20, 30 and 10. So 40 of 4,780, how much you will get? You will get 1,912, and 20% of again 4,780, you will get 956. 30% how much you will get? You will get 1,434, and here 478. Here you are supposed to write minus value. Because why we are supposed to write minus value? Because you are distributing this 4,780 rupees among other departments. Here you will get minus balance. Here you will get minus balance. So now total these two, 21 plus 1,912, you will get 23,631. Next 23,307, total with 956, you will get 24,633. So likewise, you total, you will get the total. Here you will get nil. Why? Because you distributed this 4,780 among other departments. So this is a minus value, you will get nil. Okay. Now, still here you have 478 rupees under service department 1. So now distribute this 478 among other departments. Okay. 478 among other departments. So service department 1, how to distribute? 20, 30, 40, 10. So here if you distribute likewise, you will get 96, 143, 191, and here it is minus. Here you are supposed to get 48. How much you will get? 48. Here it is nil, and total these two values, you will get the total. Okay. Likewise, next here how much you have? In S2 you have 48 rupees, right? They have 48. So distribute that 48 among other departments. What is the ratio? 40, 20, 30, 10. Right? So if you distribute 48 rupees according to that, you will get 19, 10, 14, 5. Here it is minus because you are distributing this 48 rupees, right? So it is minus. You will get nil here. Okay. Again, still here you have 5 rupees in S1. Distribute that 5 rupees with respect to other departments. So ratio is 40 with respect to S1. The ratio is 20, 30, 40 and 10. So if you distribute, here you can see 1, 2, 2. So here already have 0. Here you already have 0. Here you distributed. So here if you minus this 5 minus 5, you will get nil, 0. So distributed all the value with respect to service department 1 and service department 2 to other departments, that is production department 1, 2 and 3. So finally you are supposed to get nil with respect to service department 1 and service department 2. Then only you can assume that however you are going to solve the problem with respect to secondary distribution, it's going to be a proper one. So this is how you are supposed to distribute with respect to secondary distribution under overheads. So moving on to the next problem, problem number 4. Sri Rama and company has 3 production departments and 2 service departments. The following figures are extracted from the books. So depreciation 4,000, lighting 2,400, rent 2,000, power 6,000, indirect wages 6,000, other expenses 4,000. So area, direct wages, lighting points, HP machine, value of asset is given. So this is useful for us to find out the ratio. So now before moving to the primary distribution, again they also given other information. So what is that other information? The other information is allocation of service department expenses to other departments. It is 20, 30, 40, 10 and 40, 20, 20, 20, nil. So you are required to find out the total overheads of each production department because the service department expenditure is distributed among the production department. So in secondary distribution, we are going to find out the total overhead of each production department. So let us find out the ratio. So area, it is given 400, 500, 600, 400, 100. So ratio how much you will get? 4:5:6:4:1, total 20. Next, direct wages, how much ratio you'll get? 9 is to 6 is to 9 is to 6 is to 7, totally 37. Lighting points, 2 is to 3 is to 4 is to 2 is to 1, totally 12. So HP of machine 15, 6, 5, 4, nil, totally 30. Value of asset 12 is to 16 is to 1 is to 1 is to 1, totally. So here, how we are supposed to solve? First, we are supposed to find out the ratio. After finding out the ratio, we are supposed to solve the problem. So next, depreciation is given. This is a primary distribution format. So depreciation is given. So on what basis we give depreciation? We give depreciation on the basis of value of asset, right? So what is the total value of depreciation? It is 4,000. So ratio is 12 is to 16 is to 20 is to 1 is to 1. So total this 12 plus 16, how much you'll get? 28 plus 20, 48 plus 2, 50. So 4,000 into 12 divided by 50 for production department A, you will get 960. Next 4,000 into 16 divided by 50, how much you will get? 1,280. Next for production department C, it is 20 by 50, you will get 1,600. For production service department X, 80, service department Y, 80. Next, lighting. So based upon the lighting points, you are supposed to distribute. So what is the total lighting expenses? 2,400. Distribute according to the ratio. So 400, 600, 800, 400, 200. Next, rent. It is based upon the area. So what is the ratio we have for area? 4 is to 5 is to 6 is to 4 is to 1. What is the total rent? 2,000. So now distribute among the departments. 400, 500, 600, 400, 100. Next, par. So how we distribute par? Based upon the HP of machine. So what is the ratio? 15 is to 6 is to 5 is to 4 is to nil. So what is the total par expenses? It is 6,000. So 3,000, 1,200, 1,800, nil. Indirect wages. How we distribute indirect wages? Based upon the direct wages. Ratio 9 is to 6 is to 9 is to 6 is to 7. So here 6,000 is the total indirect expenses or indirect wages. So based upon the ratio, you will get the value of 1,460, 973, 1,460, 973 and 1,134. Next, other expenses. Other expenses were also supposed to distribute based upon the direct wages ratio. So according to that, if you distribute based on the direct wages ratio for other expenses also, you will get 973, 649, 973, 649 and 756. So now total this. Now total the primary distribution table. What is the total expenses? Total expenses is 24,400 and here in production department as well as service department you have the total 7,193, 5,202, 6,433, 3,302 and 2,270. So now move on to the secondary distribution table. Again, first you are supposed to write expenses as per primary distribution. So what is the total expenses as per primary distribution? It is 24,400. Next, production department A 7,193, B 5,202, C 6,433, service department X 3,302, service department Y 2,270. So now how we are supposed to distribute the expenses of service department 1 and service department 2 among other departments? It is based upon the ratios given in the problem. So what is the ratios given? You can see here. Service department X, the ratio is 20 is to 30 is to 40 is to 10. So what is the service department X ratio? It is 20 is to 30 is to 40 is to 10. This is S1. So next S2. So you are supposed to look into S2. So 40 is to 20 is to 20 is to 20. So how they are distributed? 40 is to 20 is to 20 is to 20. So here nil. This is S2. Okay. So service department 1 ratio is 20:30:40:10. Service department 2 40:20:20:20. So whatever the expenses available, we are supposed to distribute that expenses based upon this percentage. So first take 3,302. Take 3,302 from service department X and distribute among production department A, B, C and service department Y. So 3,302 into 20%. How much you'll get? Nearly you'll get 600. Next, distribute among production department B. You'll get 999. Next, production department C. How much you'll get? 1,321. Here you are supposed to write minus because you are distributing this 3,302 among other departments. So service department Y you will get 330 because it is 10%. Okay. Now next, total this 7,193 plus 600. How much you will get? You will get 7,853. Likewise, you are supposed to total all the departments' expenses. So here 6,193, 7,754, nil, 2,600. So now this 2,270 plus 330, total of 2,600, that is expenses of service department Y. Distribute this one 2,600 with respect to other departments in the ratio of 40:20:20:20. So according to that, how much you will get? 2,600 into 40. You will get 1,040 and 20%, 520, 520, 520. Here it is, minus balance you are supposed to do. So if you total this, you will get 8,893, 6,173, 8,274, 520. Here it is nil. Okay. So now you have 520 rupees here. Distribute this 520 among other departments. You will get 104, 156, 208, 52. Here deduct this 520, here gets nil. Now distribute this 52 rupees among other departments. 52 rupees among other departments. So 21, 10, 10, 11, here you are supposed to minus it. So here if you total it, you will get 9,018, 6,879, 8,492 and 11 rupees. And here it comes nil. Now here you have 11 rupees. Distribute that 11 rupees among other departments. So here you will get 2 rupees, 3 rupees, 5 rupees and 1 rupee. So this 1 rupee is supposed to be the nil value, and here also will get nil, and here also will get nil value, and you distribute it among the other production departments, that is production department A, B and C. So this is how we are supposed to distribute the expenses of other departments to other departments until you get 0 with respect to that department. So this is how we are supposed to do the secondary distribution. So I hope all of you understood the topic. I'll come up with few more new topics. Until then, thank you all. Have a nice day. Namaste.